Hi crocheters of the world. In this tutorial I want to show you three versions of the Solomon knot, actually of the knot that we make in this pattern. The first version that I will show you is a version that I found as an antique version, and the other two are versions that I invented, for God's sake. Yes, but they are really easy, so it's nothing difficult that I don't know, invented, but I like them and I just want to share them with you, because the Solomon knot is one of my favorite stitch for scarves and shawls, triangular or rectangular. Now this is, this is the, let's say, basic style, so the one that all of us know, that we insert hook into the single crochet and we single crochet. Okay, this one is the version that, as I said, I found it on the internet as a antique version, and it's worked not into the single crochet but before the single crochet into the Solomon knot, actually into the Solomon stitch. Work one single crochet, skip the single crochet, and into the next work another single crochet. And this is how it looks. I think it's really nice. Can you see the difference? It's a little bit bigger, so it gives another effect. I think it's more, I don't know, I like it. Okay, and the second, it's one that, as I said, I invented, and it's really easy. Instead of single crochet, I just work a little puff stitch. And look at it, so sweet. And the third, it's here that I work it, but don't worry, I will show you one by one the three variations of the basic. And the third, it's a little bit more difficult, because we insert hook into the first Solomon knot, always two loops over the hook, and we pull up a loop into the single crochet, and we will pull up a loop into the next Solomon knot, always two loops, and we will close them all together, and it's this. Okay, that's pretty nice. And now this is just a suggestion that I want to give you to work a shawl or whatever you want to work with this stitch, combining two yarns and two colors. And this is a yarn, I don't know the name actually, so if you know it, please tell me. I really don't know the name of this kind of yarn, but look at it, isn't it so nice and soft and fluffy, and I love it. And I combine it with the just normal wool yarn, thick, not thick but thin, very thin, and I combine these two colors, and I really like what I have. So you can combine particular yarns with a normal yarn and two different colors, and you'll see so beautiful thing you'll make. So let us begin with our three variations of the Solomon knot. Now, I will explain it here how to work vertically, so for a rectangular scarf or shawl. But if you want me to explain in another tutorial how to work it triangular, just let me know, and I will be more than happy to make do another tutorial for it. So chain 2 and insert hook into the first chain that you made and work a single crochet. I always begin like this. And we will work with two Solomon knots. One, make a longer stitch, longer loop, yarn over, pull through the loop, pinch it here in the middle, and insert hook in between the loop and the yarn over, and work the single crochet. And this is my first pair, and we will always work in pairs to begin a rectangular project. My advice is for you to work the Solomon knots nice and small. The smaller the better, actually, okay? 2, 4, 6, perfect. Now to begin, actually, so this is what I have. Now to begin, I will work 2 more, okay? 1 and 2. And now let me begin. So I have my 6 here, and I worked 2 more, and these 2 more we will go over the last 2 that I worked of the basic row. So I will skip 1 and 2, and I will insert the hook into the single crochet. Now let me show you. Normally we insert hook into the single crochet and we work a single crochet to join. So we have 1 pair and over it another pair. But with the first version that I want to show you, we will work like this. So we have to skip 2 Solomon knots. We skip these 2 Solomon knots and we don't want to work into the single crochet. But before it, into the Solomon knot, 2 loops I have over, and we must have 2 loops, and work 1 single crochet here, and skip the single crochet and insert hook into the next Solomon knot, 2 loops over the hook we have, and 1 more single crochet. And this is how we have to join. And now I continue on working 2 Solomon knots, 1 and 2, skip 2, and not into the single crochet, but again before and after into the Solomon knot, 2 loops over, work the first single crochet, and 2 loops over, work the second. We are almost at the finish at the end. Work 2 more, skip 2, and now we can work a single crochet into the beginning single crochet, or again before the single crochet into the Solomon knot, 1 single crochet, and into the single crochet, 1 single crochet. Okay, this is the first row. Now each row from now on we will begin with 3 single crochet, sorry, with 3 Solomon knots, 1, 2 and 3. So these are the turning Solomon knots. Let's say turn, and again I will show you one more time this second, sorry, it's like this first version. We will always keep just 1 Solomon knot at the beginning. So at the beginning of the row we work 3 Solomon knots to turn the work, and we will skip only 1 Solomon knot, and not into the single crochet, but before it into the Solomon knot we work 1 single crochet, skip the single crochet, and work the next into the next Solomon knot. Okay, and we will continue on with pairs. So only the first, we will skip only 1, and we skip a pair, 1 and 2, again into the Solomon knot, work 1 single crochet, and into the next work another 1, and we have here the single crochet. Okay, so this is how we continue on if we choose this version, 1 and 2. And we skip 2, and before the single crochet, skip the single crochet, and after into the Solomon knot. Okay, again we begin each row with 3 Solomon knots, we turn, and for the beginning we skip only 1 Solomon knot, this one. And now let me show you the second version. It's with the puff stitch. So the puff stitch will be worked exactly into the single crochet where we want to work. Insert hook, pull up a loop, little longer, just a little bit, yarn over, insert hook into the same single crochet, pull up another loop, yarn over, and pull up another loop. pull through all and slip stitch and continue on. So that's all. So easy. Work 2, skip 2 for the rest of the row. Insert hook into the single crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through all and slip stitch. This is my little puff that I am working in between the pairs of Solomon knots. Okay, skip 2 and here we are at the end. Insert hook into the single crochet, pull up a little loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop and pull through all and slip stitch. And look at it, this is with puff stitch. Okay, now again we work 3 Solomon knots to begin another row, and this was the second version with puff stitch instead of single crochet. Okay, we skip always 1 Solomon knot to begin. So if you want to continue on with the puff stitch, you insert hook into the single crochet, pull up a little bit longer loop, and 1 and 2. So 2 more. Slip stitch and continue on with 2. 1 and 2. Work 2, skip 2 for the rest of the row. Skip 2. Insert hook into the single crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. Okay, slip stitch and continue on. So I always have to work 3 pairs because I began with 3 pairs. Skip 2. If you remember, we began with 6, so with 3 pairs. 1, 2 and 3. And this is the version with the puff stitch. Now let me show you the last version, which is, let's say, the most difficult. It's not very difficult, but the most difficult of all 3. So we began with 3 Solomon knot and we skip 1. And we insert hook before the single crochet into the Solomon knot and we pull up a loop. We insert hook into the single crochet in between the Solomon knots and we pull up another loop. And now the last loop after the Solomon knot, pull up another loop. And now we have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all. Okay, continue on. We will work 2 Solomon knots now, pairs, to the rest of the row, skip 2, and again insert hook into the first Solomon knot, pull up a loop into the single crochet, pull up a loop into the next Solomon knot, pull up a loop, 4 loops, yarn over, pull through all. Work 2 Solomon knots, skip 2, and again into the Solomon knot, pull up a loop, into the single crochet, pull up a loop, and into the Solomon knot, pull up a loop, 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all. And now I will slip stitch. If you want to finish actually your, project, you will slip stitch. If you want to begin another row, you just continue on with 3 Solomon knots. And this is the third version. I said the most difficult, but as you can see, it's not that difficult. 3 Solomon knots, turn your work, and skip only 1 Solomon knot, and I will show you one more time. Into the Solomon knot, pull up a loop, into the single crochet in between, pull up a loop, and into the next Solomon knot, pull up a loop, 4 loops on the hook, pull through all, and continue on. So these are the 3 versions that I wanted to show you. As I said, it's one of my favorite stitch, skip 2, one of my favorite stitch to work shawls and scarves. It's lovely. Okay, so pick up one of these versions and make a nice scarf. You will see, skip 2 and again. And if you want a tutorial with the triangular work, I will show you how to work it. Now I will cut the yarn, and here I have another little swatch with all my knots. And try to mix and match your colors and yarns. 2 colors, 2 yarns, and you'll see what a wonderful thing. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and hope I give you some nice ideas for your further projects. And don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials on crochet and knitting. See you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.